Boom, everyone. XRP just lit the fuse. The charts, they're about to be on fire. The signals, they're screaming. The timing, it's immaculate. We're not talking hopium, we're talking math, momentum, and a moment that has been building in the silence until now. Something's about to snap, and when it does, it won't crawl. It's going to rip. Real quick, while I got your attention, smash that thumbs up button. It's a free way to support the channel. And it tells the algorithm that this content is worth pushing to even more XRP holders. Subscribe if you're new. I drop videos like this daily, so you'll never miss a major move. Let's roll that intro and let's jump into it. Welcome back, everyone. Let's look at the markets. Markets, pretty boring. We are seeing a little bit of green this morning, which is always a good sign. We're going to get into the Bitcoin and XRP chart right after this and show you the key levels that we are paying attention to. The real next move isn't coming to the end of the month. That is when we want to make sure that we are above two very specific numbers. One for XRP and one for Bitcoin. And I got you covered on that. Bitcoin's up about 1%, coming in at $106,020. Well, $13 as it changes right in front of our very eyes. Ethereum coming in at 2,553. And XRP, look, it's up 2 cents. Not going to complain about that. Coming in at $2.17. Total cryptocurrency market cap, 3.25 trillion. Still trending a little bit down. Fear and greed is at a neutral standstill, which is kind of odd, especially what's going on in the world right now, and especially with the war and no rate cuts. Not sure how fear and greed sitting at a neutral. Something to keep your eyes on. And altcoin season index is a 24 out of 100. As we move over to the BTC chart, we have a very specific line that you've seen drawn across. The blue line, the 50-day moving average, moving candles line, whatever title we're going to put on it. The last 50 prices of Bitcoin. How about that one? This is your key level. You want to stay above this. Where does it sit? 103. That is your ride or die level. No ifs, no ands, no buts. Forget these daily closes. Yes, we can talk the weekly close if you want, but the weekly close, it's not going to really matter here because what are we looking at? We are looking at the monthly. On the 30th, we want to make sure we are above this level, 103. If we are not above this level, well, guess what? Down she goes. If you remember the Patreon group, you know exactly the play and what we are looking at. XRP. Here's another one. Another chart. Oh, we clicked an ad. It's an absolute mess. Absolute mess. We want to get above blue. It's about 223, 224. But here's what we're looking at in XRP, what makes this very, very, very unique. If we crunch these prices together here, do you see what I'm seeing? This that we're looking at here, this is a major coil. Yeah, we had some instances where we tried to break out, but this thing has been coiling for quite some time. Now, we all know what happens when an asset coils, right? And I put it out. Alts are coiling. When they pop, it's going to be fast and brutal. Most will miss it again. That's how the real macro shifts start. Quiet, boring, then gone. You ever notice how big, or you ever notice how the biggest changes in life, they don't start with fireworks? They start with silence. Like when Netflix was still mailing DVDs and Blockbuster was laughing until one day, it wasn't funny anymore. That's exactly what's happening right now in crypto. Altcoins are coiling up. They're quiet. They're boring. No excitement. And then, boom. We come in this video every day, on this show every day. We talk about XRP, $2.15, $2.16, $2. It's moving by pennies. It's boring. So do other alts. But when it happens, it's brutal, it's fast. And most people, they miss it again. But this time, everyone, it's different. because XRP isn't just another altcoin waiting for hype. It is deep in the trenches with real world adoption. Think about it. Other projects are hyping their roadmaps, Ripple signing deals with central banks. While some coins chase influencer tweets, XRP is being integrated into real regulated payment corridors. And while the market's distracted by meme coins, the XRP ETF narrative is gaining ground quietly under the radar. 18 waiting for approval in the US, 3 live in Brazil in Canada, 1 in Brazil. So 4 ETFs currently live. And everyone asks, Rip, why isn't the price moving? Give it time. It takes time when the ETFs come. The price will move just like it did for Bitcoin. We actually saw the Bitcoin price go backwards when the ETFs launched before it exploded to a brand new all-time high before the halving. So XRP isn't just speculation anymore, folks. It's infrastructure. It's boring stuff until it suddenly isn't. So when this coil snaps, and it will, XRP isn't just going to move. It is going to lead the altcoins because this time it's not about hype. It's about who's actually building the future of money. Stay sharp. Do not get distracted. You're not going to want to blink and miss it. And now all this is going down. What are they trying to do? They're trying to distract you with what? With Bitcoin. All these companies out there, they're all announcing their Bitcoin treasuries. They're announcing that their Bitcoin price prediction is 500,000, 1 million within the next 4 to 5 years. Anyone who puts a prediction out for the next 4 to 5 years, they are just distracting you and they are looking to get your attention and to get clicks. Why? Because 4 to 5 years, you aren't going to remember what they said. You are going to remember what happens during present time. Everyone is distracting you right now. So here we go. You got to hear this one. Semla Scientific, a US biotech company, not a crypto firm, not a hedge fund. They just went all in on Bitcoin like it's the foundation of their business. We are seeing this time and time again, and we are starting to see this with XRP. They have announced plans to buy 10,000 Bitcoin by the end of 2025, within the next 5 months, then scale that up to 42,000 by 2026. So they're going to buy an additional 32,000 Bitcoin in 2026. Money must be good. And then 105,000 more are on top of that by 2027. Let me break this down. This is like Apple saying, you know what? Instead of building more iPhones, let's just start stacking gold. Except in this case, the gold is digital, scarce, and growing in demand globally. Imagine if your local hospital, a completely non-crypto entity, suddenly said, hey, we believe in Bitcoin more than the US dollar. We're putting it on the books and we're going big. Well, that's what this company just did. Crazy, right? They're treating Bitcoin not as a speculative gamble, but as the backbone of their balance sheet. Think about that. A biotech company is seeing Bitcoin the way countries see foreign reserves. This is MicroStrategy energy, but it's spreading to entire new sectors. What happens when other companies realize holding cash loses value to inflation, but holding Bitcoin could outperform their actual core products? It's not just about price anymore. It's about corporate survival in the age of digital value. This is a signal not just to Wall Street, but to the boardrooms across America. So while most are distracted, smart money is backing up the truck and they are loading the truck and calling their shot all the way until 2027. Do you see any other cryptocurrency, altcoins, whatever title you want to put on that, besides XRP that are being put into treasuries? The answer is no. You see 2 assets, Bitcoin and XRP. There is a reason for that. XRP has been coiling for quite some time. When XRP breaks out of the coil, we've seen what can happen and what will happen. We saw what went down in November to January. In a 6-week time frame, XRP did a 700% move. We are now waiting for XRP and its next breakout. And that next breakout is going to be the institutional portion of the breakout. That is when the large money is going to flow in to XRP. That is when the ETF money is going to send XRP to new heights, to a new all-time high, to numbers, to price targets that you never dreamed of. And that is all loading this year. And you only got to do one thing: stick to the plan, sit on your hands, don't get distracted, and let it all play out. I'm going to leave it like that. Look, hope you enjoyed. Hit that like and smash that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I'll catch everyone on the next one.